Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd. Today, Babylon 5 and the view from the gallery. The gallery consists of two maintenance workers, Bo and Mac, who are floaters. Most of the maintenance people are assigned certain sections of the station, and the two of them are kind of the floaters, where they have everybody else busy with something. These two go in and pick up the slack. So it puts them all over the station, and it's an ability to tell a story about what all the people are doing while there is an emergency situation. Now, it doesn't matter what the emergency is. They're under attack by some ships. The White Stars are out of range for the moment, and they don't know if Babylon 5 is going to survive. But instead of really concentrating on that, we get Mac and Bo, who are not quite sure what's going on. They know there's something big. They know that there's some threat to the station, but they're more worried about just keeping their jobs going and having confidence in the command staff. During the course of the show, they meet Delenn. They see Delenn and Sheridan together. They have some experience with Sheridan and admire him quite a bit. They have a new appreciation of Captain Lockley. They notice a discussion between Londo and Jakar, and one of them quips to the other one, "How long do you suppose they've been married?" And they also encounter the new telepaths that are down below. And all of this while just performing their duties. And they don't see everything. They don't have the big picture. They just know what they see. And the entire episode is from their point of view. And they're everywhere, from Med Lab to down below to CNC. So it's a good way that all of the regular cast is featured, but really they're the background characters, whereas our two maintenance workers, Bo and Mac, are the ones that have all the lines. And it's interesting to watch. Both of them are people I think that I've seen elsewhere. It's one of those kind of things. And I looked them up, and they're mostly just character parts that are all over TV and movies. You might have seen them before, but would never know what their names are. And it's something I've heard about with character actors. A star will have a certain time when he or she is popular, and then they will fade away. Character actors will always have work, and they work pretty much all their lives. So it's the difference there. And so what we have here is an interesting story. It was written by J. Michael Straczynski, and I think Harlan Ellison contributed to the plot as well. So it's a nicely told story, and a different viewpoint than we usually get. And a little insight into the main characters as well, as they are able to overhear things that are said in more private hours, things like that, because they're mostly ignored, and so people aren't very guarded around them when they speak to them or speak around them. So I'd like to know what you think about this. Please put it in the comments below. We are going to continue this week with another visit with Professor O. We're going to talk about Tron, which, interestingly, Peter Jurasik, who is Londo, also appears in. We'll talk about that. And then we'll, of course, have the latest episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds on Friday. So that's all coming up this week. And, of course, we're back next week with another Babylon 5. So thank you for joining us. And until next time, don't forget to subscribe and don't go far.